Folks, welcome to Pasadena, California, and the beautiful Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. This is a setting so beautiful, so perfect, it almost looks like a movie set. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the Arizona Wildcats. Taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, in the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made on the sidelines, good enough for a first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down quickly, but the game moves the football to the 30.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights off a defender.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the handoff. It's Price. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
To throw, it's Johnson. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught quickly. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. The tight end has got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Johnson. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 1st and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground.
And it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, UCLA 7, Arizona 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that center and guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And your UCLA Bruins will take over 1st and 10.
And the UCLA offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. He hands it off from the gun. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Short throw complete to the tight end. That picks up a 1st down. A spot it at the 39.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
They'll try to run this one in. muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14, Arizona, 7.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Second down after that run on the previous play. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Escapes the sack. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They've got him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he'll set up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31. The Bruins begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out. 3rd
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit.
It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
Get set, get set.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA. Now the all-important extra point. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum.
14.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. To throw, it's Johnson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing the third and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
The linebacker shifting around now. So clearly the offense content to take this lead into halftime. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Arizona 14.
The Bruins will kick this away to get their second half going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Gonna run it. It's Price. And tackled after a small pickup there. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. To the air, it's Johnson. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with it. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's past the 45. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the ball is picked off. You bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge. And the UCLA offense takes the field. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. He'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Takes the handoff again. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on third down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. He's got it at the 15. They cannot stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Looking to throw it on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
A completion makes it second and short. He decides to keep it here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
And this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He pulls it in for a big gain. stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. And the Bruins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He makes the grab. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Bruins are in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bruins. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35.
I mean, at this point, it seems like the quarterback is just looking him up exclusively. That time, he dove for the football, able to reel it in. This guy's turning into Mr. Reliable.
Here comes a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25.